I'm Alex.
And I'm Brittany.
And you're
in the Editing Castle. I missed you.
I missed you too.
Have you missed us?
You will notice that this is not our normal Editing Castle setup.
You will notice that.
We are festive in this season, okay?
Christmas.
Happy holidays.
Have you always been a Christmas person, or did I make you a Christmas person?
What type of episode is this today? Is this an episode where I talk about Santa Claus? Because I was a reflector.
You're like, I know that's not real.
I know that's not.
Guys, I reflect energy, and he was never here.
It didn't happen.
Dad ate the cookies.
Dad ate the cookies.
Welcome back, baby.
Man, it feels so good to be back.
Yeah.
I hope that my audio levels are correct this time. Okay, so I did try to record an episode earlier. There was some good juice in there. Maybe it'll make its way out. Maybe it won't. I had a small recording error.
What happened?
I muted myself and then turned my volume way down. I did that. I did that today. I'm today years old and I did that.
You did it with such joy. You were like, la, 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 la.
So this is just a reminder that although content is very fun and entertaining, it is also very humbling, and it will bring you right back down to your core. But you got to get back up.
Got to get back up.
Got to go record again. Have you always been a Christmas girly?
It is Christmas time, and I have always been a Christmas girly.
Like since day one?
I'm a D1.
D1 type.
I'm a day one Christmas girly. I was raised in a family where Christmas was a very big deal, and decorations and cookies and excursions, all of it was celebrated.
Was your family very into the real Christmas tree or the fake Christmas tree?
I don't remember.
That's so interesting because I remember both scenarios. So it was not like it was hey, this is what we do. This is what we did this year. Now this year we're doing something different.
I'm sure my family was the same way. What I do remember about trees in general is my mom was a change the color scheme often person.
Really?
Which is so expensive.
Isn't that like really tough to do with Christmas decor too? Like it's very palette centric. So like
you would think. My mom would change the color of the Christmas tree. So I remember some years we were silver and some years it was purple.
But same purple. Ornaments and stuff?
New ornaments, new lights.
New ornaments and new lights?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I think this is what would happen. My mom would go day after holiday, scoop for such a killer deal.
Okay.
So she would have the fun, creative freedom to change everything the next year. She loved a good deal.
That is a lot. So what I remember most is that maybe we had our tree from like the third week in November onto like Christmas, you know? So when you get a real tree, and if you're a real tree person, you know exactly what I'm about to say, the needles start to fall off. And then it becomes a cleanup game. Mm-hmm. But I loved shaking the tree to make the needles fall off.
That's a great game.
Sorry, Mom.
You were just a terror.
Just shaking it up.
You were the cat.
Yeah. So we went to a fake tree after that.
I am feeling very festive, and I'm very grateful. And what's fun about December for the podcast is it's the birthday of us launching. I think this week last year was when we started practicing.
Yep.
And recording conversations just to see how it would go, learning the gear. And we launched on December 17th. So by the time this episode's out, we will be celebrating the pod's birthday.
Happy birthday, Editing Castle podcast.
Happy birthday, Editing Castle. I want to talk about our pause because it's something that we can just bring some context to, and we can all move on together and not feel like it was the elephant in the room that wasn't addressed. We've been away. We've been absentee podcast hosts.
We've been gathering material.
We've been learning lessons.
For sure.
Collecting memories. But we're back.
We're back.
During the time that we were away, we recorded our first remote episodes.
That was a good one.
We recorded one around a campfire with
special
a couple
guest
that were lucky enough to be capturing their wedding. Very excited about that episode.
Can't wait to share that with you guys.
Cannot wait. We recorded a beach episode, you and me, in the middle of the midday heat with no shade.
There was definitely
There
shade.
was a little baby shade.
No. It was a good spot for the beach. It was fun.
That was fun. We took a break. And the reason that we took a break was because we wanted to be responsible about our own client work. Alex and I are very grateful to be pursuing the education side of our business. And it doesn't feel right to disrespect the people that have already invested in us for like the customer service side of our business. We just wanted to make a really responsible decision and stay on top of our deadlines and still maintain work-life balance, all while collecting memories and lessons and material. And we're just very grateful that during that time that we stepped away from these microphones, there were so many friends who still reached out on Instagram and made us feel a lot better about maybe not recording and producing podcast episodes, but they cheered us on while we continued to still show up on social media and to be a part of our community. Alex and I love all of the human beings who are in our corner, and we're so grateful for you listening to this episode.
Appreciate you guys.
And for welcoming us back. And I can't promise that we'll never take a break ever again, because we're humans and we always want to be able to make the right decisions for ourselves and our business. I can say that there is a renewed excitement,
very much so,
energy about where Editing Castle will go, and we're very excited to be a part of that journey, and we're so excited to bring you along for it.
You might notice that we do have a different setup. We're trying a couple different things out, and I'm honestly really stoked on this festive version. Got my little jingle bells right here, got the little lights up on the top.
Yeah, before we were recording into a pod track, and then we had a couple of cameras going. Always have lights. So many lights.
Literally.
But then Alex figured out how we could create an aggregate device inside of our computer so we can just record right into the script, which is what we use to edit the podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm feeling very excited about that because hopefully it does streamline the process. We can really capture some cool episodes.
And get them back to you guys, which is where we ultimately want them to go.
Yeah. If you are interested in helping to support the podcast and you want to get into being more on the social media side of things, we are currently accepting applications for someone who would want to take these episodes and edit them, or take these episodes and cut them up into little bits and pieces of short form. So shoot your shot. If you're hearing this episode and this sounds like something fun you would want to do, let us know. And yeah, without further ado, we can get into this episode. But I just really want to make sure that you guys know how grateful we are that you're still here in our corner.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't mute your mic.
Okay.
Okay.
So, to keep this episode super light and fluffy, I would like to talk about what's on your Christmas wish list as a content creator.
Oh, that's fun.
And I know, and we've already established that Santa's not real.
Open right now.
So we will be buying these things. But what gear are you investing in for next year that's on your wish list?
Yeah, thanks for asking. I appreciate that. Do you have a notebook or something that you want to write these down on?
I will take the record from the meeting notes.
Perfect. I am very excited to upgrade our laptop. We were in the van for a long time, and we needed 2 separate laptops, which is awesome. Mm-hmm. We bought really good ones for the time, and there have been many, many upgrades since. And I'm very excited for that to happen. And to get, I think it's on the M4 architecture now.
Give me that M4 chip.
Give me that M4 chip, baby. Just
getting through some of our fall photos with the old laptop was arduous, to say the least.
Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Arduous is a good way to put it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. She'll get there.
It's just
going to take a minute.
It's going to be a minute. That's very exciting. But honestly, the thing that I'm most excited about, I will be investing in the small Easy Rig.
So it's like a Steadicam?
I think it's called an Easy Rig Minimax. Minimax Easy Rig.
That's cool. For anyone who doesn't know, it's a videographer piece of equipment.
So essentially, it's a backpack that you put on. And then there's this big arm that comes over. And hangs like right in front of you. And then you have, that's a clip. There's probably a specific name for it, but I don't have it yet. So you clip that onto your camera body. And then, or your rig, however you want to describe it. Mm-hmm. And then you can be hands-free. And it's literally held up by that wire, which is so exciting because that is a very, very big load off your hands. From the videos that I've seen, they're literally saying that it's 10% or less of the weight, which is great for steadier footage. So I can't wait.
I feel like you will look like a Ghostbuster, and I cannot wait for you.
I'm actually really excited for the BTS content of me with this thing on, because you're not as inconspicuous as you think you are with this thing on.
I can't wait for boomer conversations where people come up to you.
So what does that thing weigh, huh?
What's that thing on your back? I am so
You look like a scarecrow. I can't wait. I'm just going to be mic'd up with the lark.
Are you a deep sea diver?
Are you a deep sea diver?
Is that a parachute?
Are you going fishing with that thing? Is that a parachute? That's a good one too.
Where's the ripcord? I'll pull it.
I can't even imagine.
Why am I so good at coming up with boomer jokes?
That's actually that's good.
Okay, and then I get to do 2 items. First one is I can't wait to incorporate a 70-200, a dual 70-200 setup in our videos. This past year, equipment is expensive, so we had invested in the two 28-70s f2, and then we invested in two 24-70s 2.8s, and then like I would say right at the beginning of the year we had rented the 70-200 just to see what it would be like for video, and we were so excited about how compressed that can look at ceremony specifically. So then we were able to afford one of them, and then for this past season we just made the decision we would have the second tripod rocking that either 24-70 or a 28-70. 70 and 100 for focal length does pair up okay if you position the tripods properly, but to have a dual 70 sorry, I don't need to do all the hand motions, but if you're watching on YouTube, I just get so excited with my hands when I'm sharing a story. This is my way of saying dual tripod with 70-200s on there. That's going to look so uniform and so good for our videos. Super excited about that. And one thing that we did do is we sold our R5s, and we are going to have an all R3 kit, which is so cool because R3s are the GOAT, and I love everything about that camera. So having the opportunity to rebuild the kit for this coming season with four beautiful R3s is going to be just absolutely mind-blowing. Those are 2 things, and it's like a double set of R3s and then a 70-200. So back to you, Alex. Something that you want to buy.
That was a lot.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the price tag's getting up there at this point. Your turn.
It really is. Maybe I'll have to sell my 28-70 then, so we could have one of those. And then I want the 24-105, but I want the 2.8,
Ooh,
which is like $3,000.
That's going to be a really cool lens. That one has stabilization, does it not?
I think it's got everything.
Oh.
I
like that. One thing you should know about us is we are not scared to spend money for our business. I am very passionate about that. Like the gear you invest in leads to a higher quality in your content, which can lead to more abundance in business because you're just putting out better stuff. As Canon continues to develop lenses, they improve things. And why would I not want better and smoother and easier technology in my hands?
Yeah, I also think
wedding days aren't getting any easier.
I also think something that one of my mentors recently explained to me in a very good way is you want to be tight. You always be tight.
Always be tight.
Always be tight.
Love you, Justin.
Thank you, bro. So the 24-105 is going to give me a lot more reach and a lot more variability, which is cool because videography is framing. Like that. Those are even more so than photos, and being very deliberate with what you're creating and what you're showing, what part of the story you're telling. I think that's going to be really a fun thing for me to take on this year.
Beautifully said. Do you have another one? And we'll do 2-2-2-2.
The last one that I really just would love it, would be the cine drone, like with the zoom. And, So that would be really cool to add to the repertoire, to the kit. But the DJI Mini 3 or 4 or whatever number they're on is also a big upgrade for me. So we'll see if we get to go for the big one or if we get to do something kind of in between.
You still have your original drone.
I know.
No flyaways.
Mavic Air 2.
No fatal crashes. Was that in 2021? I think it was 21.
2020, 2021.
Yeah.
I think it was 2020 because that's why I had to renew my thing this year because it's every 2 years.
Off topic, but I cannot wait to get my drone certification.
She's a droner girl.
I'm gonna be out there flying. I'm gonna be out there running down streets like a travel blogger while I'm droning behind myself. It's been my dream shot for as long as I can remember, like finding a really cool path that has like that leading line going infinitely into the future and just running down the middle of it like a cute little Gen Z travel blogger.
Dude, we should do that while they have all the Christmas stuff up.
Facts.
Like, right, it would have to be early in the morning.
Where?
Downtown.
I'm thinking farm field.
Oh, for sure.
I want big, long leading lines because you're thinking of the Riverwalk, which is not very long.
No, I'm not. I'm thinking of Main Street.
Oh, running down Main Street is my dream.
Okay, perfect. We'll have to make that happen.
I can make that come true. And let's see. So you've got 2, I've got 2. What do I want?
Otherwise, the other thing, that's all videography stuff. The other thing would be the magnetic ND filters. Yep.
Who would have thought allowing Justin Porter to roast one of our wedding videos would lead to such a shopping list?
Yeah, that's it. Yep.
It's not your videos, Alex. It's your kit. Bro, you're like, Justin, the ND filters. He's like, bro.
No, I think that would be a really good thing to have. Wow, that is a big difference.
I know. Okay, we'll wrap this up quick because we said, we've been practicing for a second and we're running out of lads. Let's see. What else does Brittany want as a happy little content creator for Christmas? I get my Christmas gifts for myself early. So I'm currently wearing one of my Christmas gifts. I wanted some sambas for the wedding season. I'll probably wear them outside of wedding days, but
could happen.
I like comfy sneakers that feel aesthetic. All I want for Christmas is already on my feet. I don't know if that's the song.
I think you just made it up.
You know what? I want a arm stand microphone holder.
Good idea.
So that way we don't have any situations happen where we record juicy audio but had already accidentally turned off the microphone.
That's solid. That's
fair.
You're going to add that to the cart right now. There's no way I can get away with not doing that. Okay.
But yeah, so just a fun little like lighthearted episode to say hi. We're so happy to be back. And if you want to leave a comment on YouTube or in Spotify, like what are you excited to invest in for your business this off season? What is
your must have?
Yeah, what are you building out in your kit? We'd love to hear, and we'd love to geek out about it with you. So many friends have been reaching out that we've influenced them to get an R3, and I'm so excited for them.
Oh my God, I'm so happy for you.
The best camera ever. For now, I guess. They can make something better in the future, but it's pretty dang good.
Yeah. I mean, they did come out with the R1, but
yeah,
it's not that much better.
So we're back. I will definitely be sharing this episode real soon, and I hope you guys love it, and I hope you guys are excited that we're going to be creating some more content for you moving forward. So happy editing season. I hope that this episode comes at a good time for you to be hanging out in your editing castle. Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much for stopping by. You're always welcome back. We'll see you next time in the editing castle. Castle.